Hey, it's the after show. Man, thank you so much for supporting me. Like, this is a dream come true. I just do what I want every day. Thank yous. When he's at Watch Garbage Time, you see this ominous green room in the background of a lot of the thumbnails. Well, this is my custom drum dungeon. It's huge. It's made out of construction plywood, full of rock wool insulation and soundproofing and everything. It is vented because, I have to survive in it. It's plumbed in with electricity and air conditioning and everything. And mate, this is where all my drum stream stuff happens. Of course it's green. Of course it's green. I love this giant wooden door. It's reclaimed from like a construction company or something. Obviously they were tearing a house down and didn't throw this door out. And I'm glad. It looks like the door to Narnia or something with its central doorknob, which doesn't do anything. But you ready? 3, 2, Frank stinks. It's a mess. Yes, come on in. That's a stop sign, which has been used in some things. This is by far and away the most complicated rig I've ever owned, and it's nightmarish. Look, air conditioning. It's really nice in here. Yeah, all the padding. Let me get the door shut. Ugh. These fun lights. Why? Because it gets a bit messy in here, just because there's so many cables. So many cables. So many cables. Yep, a Mac Pro. I actually bought this for editing, and then the new MacBooks came out, which smashed this. Like really, new MacBook Pros are insane, but this guy is genius because of how many outputs it's got. So yeah, this is absolutely rammed. Every single USB-C port. And this drum kit, the cheapest drum kit I could find, and I mean it, like $150 at Cashies these were. They are abysmal. Hang on, let me get the service lights on. Oh, that's bitey. Look at this, the plies are separating. These drums are literally falling apart. And I'm not gonna stop using them, I can keep going. I put these clear drum heads on it, so like I can see the misery that lies underneath. These are horrible, and they're not even round. Over there's the cymbal toss, and there's some collateral damage shelves, just cause it's funny. The whole point of this is to make the most annoying loud drum thing that I can. 20 years of having asked before rehearsing and having neighbors and partners and all this sort of stuff. The drums are noisy and people don't like existing around it. And how liberating it is to have this armored box bunker thing. We're in Industrial Park. I can play at any hour as loud as I want. One day I'd like to do a 24-hour stream, which would be just life-destroying, but dang it, I've dreamt of it. Down here, we've got some cymbals that I don't hate, mate. Oh, the Pain, that's a good one. Oh, that's a Stag from Cashies. I actually quite like that one. Oh, a Flat Ride. Look, no bell. Like, you see, there's a bell. This guy has no bell. And a Zildjian Pitch Black Ride, which is the worst cymbal Zildjian ever made. Oh, I've got a basket of fruit shakers. And that's the current prize for the cymbal toss. So I gotta knock all of them down and try and get one on. That is an actual live feed of Frank. That's her snooty booper right this second. Look at this snooty chubster, huh? We can spy on Frank's house. What's she doing? Nothing. It's just Frank everywhere. These are my beloved throwing cymbals. I've been throwing the same ones this whole time. Like, these discs are awful. This is the most fun you can actually have with them. Just casting them at the other cymbals. I love it. They're lovingly picked up and put back in the rack for the next stream, mate. Digital desk, oh man. Each one of these has different settings. There's gates, in other words, like when certain volumes hit, it cuts off or loudens up. It's got reverb. I had to get my audio engineering friend to touch this for me because it is so complicated. Well, my favorite game in the stream is this. This is Bag of Fortune. That's the magical die of power. And depending what number I roll, mate, is what cymbals I have to use. If I roll a 6, it's Oops All China cymbals, which is rough. Like this morning we had Oops All China cymbal. I didn't like it. But under the sweet, nourishing air conditioning is the bags, mate. If I roll a 1, I have to play the worst cymbals known to man. These are made out of steel, painted gold. So pray me never roll a 1. A number 2 is like these really rough cymbals from the 1960s. Those are genuine Gordons, them is. Gordons. Every guy's got a microphone. Every guy's got settings put on it. Every guy was hard work to get sounding right. I've been doing this for 2 years. Austrian Audios, amazing microphones. That's where the engineers from AKG have gone. AKG's still alive, it's just called something else. And air purifiers, I mean, ignore that. I have changed the filter, but it just doesn't acknowledge it. Go Dyson, modern stuff doesn't suck at all. And yeah, this is one of my most favorite possessions. Just being able to play the drums whenever I want in this nice bunkered air-conditioned room. For my drum videos, like this is where I test cymbals. This is where I test if stuff's any good. I do it in the stream and then report it in a video. So here, mate, take some highlights from a stream. Yeah, I'd put up highlights on like my drum channel and whatnot, but YouTube's monetization and just content matching and just everything in general at the moment is so bad. That's why I don't do it. I'm sorry, guys. You know, blame YouTube. What a stinking mess. So yeah. Thanks. I really appreciate it, guys.
I just gotta try and play the win. This can of warm Coke, no sugar. So there's a big prize to be won here, guys. It's important. Come on. I didn't win. Speaking of not very good, Frank. There you go. Look at this. We caught you. We caught the Frank doing the Frank thing. Don't lick the curtains, Frank. Don't. Stop. We can see you doing it, Frank. Just because your eyesight's terrible, we can see you doing it. Frank, not in front of the people. Come on. It's even a bit buckled, but oh well. Oh, you can't see the hammering. What a shame. It's so subtle. They don't make them like this anymore. But this is like the first of the modern cymbals ever. Cymbals used to be tiny, little idiot thick discs. And then like this is when they actually finally got proper size. Like, yeah, whoever had this in the late 40s had to deal with a Frank. Frank, I'm giving a history lesson. You come out, just start licking the lawn. I told you could do this in private, but not during streaming hours. You know when the streaming hours are, Frank. We agreed on this. Frank, so rude. Look at this idiot. Just stealing the show. Like a nicer thing than you comes out, and now you gotta be all like, but I need attentions too.
We're turning your bedroom back into the computer room. We're turning your bedroom back into the computer room. And it makes good sense, it's the only way. You can sleep out on the couch till you find a place. Or maybe you
Here we go. Bag of fortune time. No! 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 I'm rolling double or nothing on that. Here comes out the other like the other ones, mate. Advanced. We did China's this morning. Now what happens is this is called double or nothing. I have to roll doubles. Could be 1, 6s, doesn't matter. It's got to be 2 of the same. Or I have to play with nothing. Oh, don't dare look! Ah! Oh! Ah! We did it! We're smelling colours this afternoon. Oh, sweet colour smells. Can't believe we rolled doubles. It's over, soz.